welcome. Long awaited, here it is, Chinese New Year. Thank you so much, family, friends, honored guests, for joining us this evening. It has been a lot of fun and a lot of work to get to this time, but we're excited and looking forward to entertaining you and showing you what our students learned. Tonight I'd like to introduce, first off, and you can just stand and wave if you wouldn't mind, some of our honored guests who have joined us. We have Councillor Ward Sullivan, who has joined us this evening. We have two directors that have joined us. My boss, Brent Parker from Area 1. And Chris Meaden is director. Chris, I've just forgotten your title. Learning. There we go. We have principals and assistant principals from our sister Mandarin bilingual schools. We have Christine Chung of Highwood School and her assistant principal, Ryan Turner. Principal B. Coe. And, I didn't see Mark out there. Is he out there? No, okay. Sorry. Just B from Colonel Urban School. Oh, sorry, I forgot her learning leader, Dan Biella. You might recognize him as someone that's around our school every once in a while. His children also go to our school, so he's lots of fun having him there. We have Principal Shelley Painu from Midnapore School. I hope I said that right, Shelley. Pinu, sorry. And Area 1 strategist, Susan Kell, she's our friend. I believe I got all my guests. Yes, I did. Thanks so much. So you will see tonight how this Chinese New Year celebration has absolutely transformed our students and teachers into dancers, singers, musicians, actors, and actresses. Teachers spent countless hours working with students, choreographing the dance themselves, developing the scripts, organizing movements, practicing it themselves, and then teaching and practicing with their students. We would like to give a special acknowledgement to our teachers and staff who have put this show together. The teachers themselves have taught the music, choreographed the moves, etc. And you know what? They've done a fabulous job. So teachers, thank you. So each time that Miss Lee and myself visited the classrooms during the past few months, we were deeply touched by the great effort and commitment of embedding culture into language learning and their dedication to bringing the best cultural experience for their students. We often think that the teachers just teach reading, writing, math, science, but this goes to show you that they can also teach acting, singing, and dancing. Our talented students always amaze us as well. They have worked hard to learn about the cultures of different Chinese minority and indigenous groups in China, while integrating their learning into their performances. And speaking of indigenous groups, at this time I would like to take time to acknowledge the land as our Canadian Indigenous friends would do. Our elders have shared that it is important to acknowledge the land where we gather and the first peoples who traditionally lived there. It shows respect for people, their contributions, and their way of knowing, which are reflected through the stories and songs that have lived on this land for thousands of years. We are making this acknowledgement at the beginning of our gathering today to further demonstrate our commitment to work together as a community and laying the foundation for reconciliation through education. So we would like to acknowledge the traditional territories and their oral practices of the Blackfoot Nations, which includes the Siksika, the Bekani, the Kainai. We also acknowledge the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda First Nations, the Métis Nation, Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta. And for this school, you probably don't know it, but that's actually very appropriate because Marion CARSON, who our school is named after, was, she very much appreciated the indigenous people of the time and realized that they were having a tough time with tuberculosis. And she went ahead, went forward, and made sure they got the treatment they needed. So our hat off to Marion CARSON. At this time, I would like to turn over the mic, since I've already said too much, to our MCs. Enjoy.
各位来宾、各位家长、老师们、同学们，
大家晚上好. Good evening, everyone. That was so weird. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 2019 Chinese New Year celebration.
We are gathering here to welcome the year of the pig. 猪年是的，欢迎大家来参加 Marion CARSON 学校的猪年春节晚会。It has been a tradition at Marion CARSON School to celebrate Chinese New Year with all students, teachers, and families.
很开心，今晚我们有一次欢聚一堂，在歌在舞喜迎猪年。
We hope you will enjoy an evening with singing, dancing, and good wishes. So which class is going to perform for us first? 对呀，谁第一个表演呢？
哎呀，我把上手都给忘了。Let me take a look at my cheat sheet. Where's it? Oops, 是我的手机. Let me turn it off. This is embarrassing. Who could possibly be calling me right now? My entire family knows that I'm hosting the Chinese New Year celebration. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I've got to get this one. It's a long-distance call from my uncle who's on a business trip in China. Let me FaceTime him so he can say hi to everyone here.
How are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
你好, Finley Shushu. I'm actually in the middle of hosting the Marion CARSON School's Chinese New Year celebration right now. But don't worry, they can wait. Would you mind waiting for a few minutes? So how are things in China?
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I'm super excited to talk to you because I was invited to my colleague's house today. And this will be my very first time visiting a Chinese family during Chinese New Year.
That is super cool, Finley Shushu. I have never been to China myself. Things must look very different there, especially during the Chinese New Year time. Hey, I have a great idea. Do you mind if we keep you online so that we can see what things are like in China during the celebration time?
That's an awesome idea. Give me 1 second. Unfortunately, you're wrong.
Finley 先生到了，我去开门。您好 ，Mr. Finley，欢迎欢迎。
Hello, Stephen. I want to thank you and your family for inviting me to spend the day with you.
I am so happy you could come. This is my wife, Anna.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Please call me Rob.
We're happy to have you. Just give us a few more minutes to finish. Feel free to use us at home.
Hi, you must be Kina and Kate. Oh, I know this word. My niece who goes to a bilingual program in Marion CARSON School in Calgary, Canada, has shown me this word before. This word means spring, right? But it's upside down. Would you like me to fix this?
Oh no, it is supposed to be that way. It is a sign showing the arrival of spring. Twin star. It is a part of our New Year celebration.
Wow, I had no idea. How interesting. What else do you do?
Family would like to welcome spring by decorating our home with budding flowers. In fact, we are going to a nearby flower buy some flowers to decorate our home. Would you like to join us?
I'd love to.
哇，这么多花呀！这些花好漂亮啊 ！Yes, these flowers are so beautiful. 欢迎欢迎，有什么问题随时问我，谢谢。
Can you tell me what flower this is? I've never seen this before in Canada.
That is a flower from the Belgian people who live in the mountain areas and the flat valleys running along the east coast of California. The Belgian people respect nature and honor the strong men to the majestic mountains, and the charming women to the beautiful water. The name of the flower is Triceratops, named by a girl. Look at the kindergarten Belgians performing for us a dance that shows their respect for nature.
horses. They're sure cute.
谢谢幼儿园的小朋友们。
Look at this beautiful flower. Can you tell me about it?
That is a flower. That is called Marion orchid. It comes from the Mongolian culture, and the Mongols speak Mongolian, and they mainly live in Inner Mongolia and northeast China. Mongol means everlasting fire, but other people refer to them as an ethnic minority on the Woodback Sensor. They were nomadic people. They live on vast grasslands. They love nature, hunting and stomping. They play a major role in their culture. 下面，让我们跟随3年级悠扬的歌声，走进美丽的大草原。Traditionally, Mongolians lived in portable round tents covered with skin or felt called Mongulbao. 他们喜欢打猎和放火。
Yes, let's welcome the passionate great to perform a traditional Mongolian dance. The little horses on the prairie.
请欣赏草原小骏马。
级的同学们。That was amazing!
Wow, I've learned some unique dance moves today. And of course, the special meetings represented by different flowers for different ethnic groups.
Yes, I was taught that in addition to the different flowers that represent different minority groups of China, the 5 brands are very important to their cultures too.
对呀，你听说过神农尝百草的故事吗？神农 means divine farmer. He is known as the emperor of the 5 grains or the agriculture god. He was a mythological sage ruler of prehistoric China. Shenong has been thought to have taught the ancient Chinese not only their practices of agriculture, but also the use of herbal remedies.
I like the idea of having flowers from some of the 56 ethnic cultures, but I think we should buy the 5 grains, wu that represent these divine farmers. Let's gather some grains while the great forms enchanting through their performances. Look, what are they doing? Shenong tries to find out the use of each plant by testing them himself. Had he ever eaten plants that are poisonous? For sure. But it was because of him that many illnesses were cured and many healthy foods were discovered. What did Shenong find that was so important to the Chinese culture? The 5 grains. They are Dao, the rice, Shu, Ji, the millet, Mai, the wheat, and Chu, the bean.神农伯伯，我刚才好像看到你在聊什么东西。
你们好，小龙，我在找一些有用的植物，如果你有兴趣，可以跟我一起走吧。
那神农伯伯，你在找什么样的植物呢？
我在找一些可以吃也可以长期储存的植物。
我可以的。
你不行，你只是开花不结果。
神农伯伯，我结果。
我吃过你的果实，还是算了吧。
对了，神农伯伯，你帮我看，我带了一个果子，你帮我看看，这能不能吃？
我这个果子没见过，那我先尝一尝，看看能不能吃。很甜，味道还不错。
你看，能吃吧？
肚子痛，肚子疼，看来这果子不能吃。
神农伯伯，您快休息一下吧，我们应该怎么办呢？
没事，我休息一下就好。看来这果子虽然有毒，但是毒性不是那么强。
山东吃就是讲了是不是有尝了什么有毒的东西？我这儿有可以止痛的草药，你吃一些。
这位伯伯，你刚才神农伯伯吃的是什么呀？他不会有事儿吧？
这个药液是他以前传出来的，他要每天在山里就感觉的，一般找，但我们到了很多能吃能 这边的植物呢？
How could Sherman have tasted hundreds of plants without gaining himself so sweet oak? The legend is that because he was so brave and selfless, a phoenix rewarded him with a whip. With each whip, the plants would reveal themselves as poisonous or not. Red means poisonous, the yellow are edible, and the blue can be used as medicine.
凤凰来了。神农氏，你这么勇敢地为大家尝草药，一点不害怕自己也会因此生病，找到了粮食，也会和大家分享。你这么善良，不应该再冒这么大的风险了。这根鞭子送给你以后，你只要一抽就能知道哪些植物有毒，哪些植物没毒了。
太好了，太好了！神农伯伯，你快试试你的鞭子吧。神农伯伯，这里植物多，你快试试你的鞭子吧。这是什么意思？
哦，我明白了。有些黄色是常物有毒的，有些黄色和常物可以治病的，有些蓝色可以外用。
哦，神农伯伯，我懂了。红色的有毒，黄色的可以吃，蓝色的可以外用。神农伯伯，你以后再也不用把自己当做实验品来冒险品尝了。
那个故事很有趣，再讲一个。
这样有意思的故事太多了，1000颗养不完。
谢谢4年级的同学们。
There's so many different plants that represent different cultures of China. Look at this flower. What is it?
That is the flower of the Dai people from the Yunnan province. That flower is called Mimahua.
Oh, Dai people respect nature and animals. Their culture includes many songs and dances. Let's welcome our grade 1s to perform the peacock dance. Thank you, grade 1. The swallow also has a special meaning to Chinese people. They're the symbol of spring. Let's welcome another group of grade 1s to perform the swallow dance. 请欣赏。
年年赚钱。
谢谢一年级的精彩舞蹈。The Mongolians consider eagles to be a divine animal. They created the eagle dance to symbolize bravery, strength, and grace. Let's welcome the third group of grade ones to perform the eagle dance. Thank you, grade ones, for showing us the 3 different types of amazing dances from China. 谢谢你们的精彩演出。妈妈，我们可以买一些这个花吗？当然可以呀。Oh, here's a morning glory, 天鸟花。This flower is symbolic of the 2 Jiaoju people of the Hunan and Hubei province of the southeast part of China. There are 8 million people that speak the 2 Jiaoju language. The 2 Jiaoju minority group mainly engages in agriculture and stock farming. The people attach much importance to rites. In festivals and ceremonies, the people get together singing and dancing happily, especially on the harvest and rain ceremonies. 对呀，土家族最有名的把手舞就是欢庆节日时跳的舞，它模仿了人们日常打猎、种地、织布等动作。你知道的还不少呢。土家族 dances were based on the ancestral lives of battling, hunting, reaping, and farming. Keenan, let's see if we can identify any movements related to farming in the next dance. Let's welcome our great teacher to perform a Jiaoju dance, 白手舞。
together to celebrate. 谢谢2年级的同学们。
That was so cool that the two jazz groups created dance from the work that they had to do. I had no idea about all these different minority groups in China.
Yes, my teachers taught me that there are 56 ethnic groups in China, and each has its very own unique culture and custom.
That's right. The grade 2s are here to also show us another dance that is very popular with 6 of the 56 minority groups in China. 黎族、壮族、佤族、苗族、瑶族和畲族。
欢迎2年级的同学们给我带来主干舞。Please enjoy the bamboo stick dance.
Wow, am I ever learning a lot about Chinese cultures? This has been a fantastic learning experience.
后再回来后，谢谢您。
谢谢你能来买花，新年快乐 ，Happy Chinese New Year， 新年快乐。狮子，帮我看，狮子来了。对呀，外面有个天天的，一定储蓄给大家拜年了。妈妈、爸爸还有菲利叔叔，我们去看牛市吧。
Okay, let's go see the lion dance on the street.
What an evening filled with adventure, happiness, and excitement!
同学，请欣赏下个当卡门太极武术学院的醒狮和武术表演。现在是那种醒狮表演。 演的有2位世界青少年武术锦标赛的冠军，4位美洲武术锦标赛的冠军，7位加拿大国家武术队的成员参与，大家一起表演。Tonight, we have 2 junior world wushu champion, 4 American wushu champion, and also 7 Canadian national wushu team members join our wushu demonstration. We hope everyone enjoy it. So we have a winning perform sword. Winnie is a 3 times junior world wushu champion. Second one, we perform the 长拳. So right now, Virginia perform the spear. Virginia is the 2016 Junior World Wushu Champion.在去年的世界青年武术锦标赛上面，在加拿大队Virginia 和 Winnie 是从亚省仅仅2名入选国家队的亚省的运动员。Right now we have a group favorite. Perform the favorite. Aiden is the member of the Canadian National Wushu team member, and he represents Canada, go to the Pan American Wushu Championship. And now we need to perform the spear. Virginia perform sword. Virginia is the 2016 Junior World Wushu Champion, and he's got only 1 gold medal for Team Canada at that year. Canadian national wushu member, represent Canada last year to Argentina during the Pan American Wushu Championship, and she got the silver medal. Eva, the member of Canadian national wushu member, represent Canada last year, goes to the Argentina during the Pan American Wushu Championship, and she got 2 gold medals. Austin performed saber. Austin got the silver medal last year in the Toronto Pan Canada Wushu Championship. Aiden. So right now we have the two Canadian national Tai Chi team member perform the Tai Chi. Murray is the World Tai Chi World Tai Chi Championship, got the silver medal, and he is also the American Tai Chi champion, the member of Canadian national Wushu team member. He is 3 times represent Canada, goes to the World Wushu Championship. Joshua is also the member of Canadian national Tai Chi team member, represent Canada last year, go to the Bulgaria, join the World Tai Chi Championship. Right now they doing the big promotion.他们2个去年都代表加拿大国家泰拳队参加在保加利亚举行的第3届世界泰拳锦标赛。Murray 是获得了银牌，是加拿大泰拳队唯一的一块竞赛套路的奖牌。Joshua 是拿到了第4名。现在他们在台上表演一系列的难度动作。在泰拳的竞赛套路中，要求运动员不仅要完成所有的泰拳的基本动作，而且要完成所有的难度的动作。现在下面一个难度动作，转体飞脚180度，脚跟必须要过肩，才算难度动作的完成。所以大家可以看到，运动员经过长期的训练，不仅仅要达到那个过肩的水平，还要稳，才能拿到这个难度的事情。Thank you everyone for Calgary Tai Chi Martial College Wushu and the right hand performance.
Thank you, Calgary Tai Chi and Martial Arts, for your amazing performance.
谢谢你们。Last but not the least, all students from the Mandarin Bilingual program are here to perform our finale. 爱我中华，请欣赏。 wish everyone the best of luck in the year of Pip. We wish everyone a happy and prosperous new year. Here's Miss Lee with a few words.
上面请欢迎我们的校长讲话。
Hi parents, how do you like our show tonight? A celebration like this caliber is a result of the dedication, passion, and collaboration of many people. We want to first of all give thanks to our wonderful teachers and our support staff. Thank you so much. As Mr. Watson mentioned at the beginning of the show, this celebration has truly transformed our teachers into a true artist, performing artist. We now know their capabilities to sing, dance, and perform. Thank you very much. Also, our special thanks to our support staff. All of them spent many countless hours to help the kids perform, practice, and bring the props together. Give them a big round of applause, please. Thank you very much, all the support staff. Especially the lady standing right in the backstage, Miss Chen, is always the backbone of any performance of Marion CARSON School. 谢谢你。Next, our wonderful students, they always amaze us with their wonderful talents. Give them another big round of applause, please. 谢谢他们。And our wonderful parents, I can see many faces in the audience. You spend many hours with us as well, put everything together, and for every single one of you to support our students' learning every single night at home. And thank you all for your trust to have us have your children. And you certainly raise them well, and we don't take that trust lightly. We'll try our best. Thank you. And also Mike Watson from our sound system that has done a wonderful job. I can't see him, must be in the back somewhere. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you for the wonderful sound system tonight. Also, give a round of applause to our wonderful MCs. And they're young, and it's not easy to speak in front of loud, big audience. They've done a wonderful job and take a lot of courage to talk to everybody. Also, thank you so much, our dear SB colleagues and Councillor Sutherland. I know this is a very busy time of the year, and thank you so much for coming out and spending your time with us. Thank you. And I'm sure you notice a wonderful family sitting right here before the beginning of the show to perform lovely Chinese music. Mr. and Mrs. Wolf and Eamon. Thank you very much for the great entertainment. And our lovely photographers, videographers sitting in front of the gym and try to make the best shots for the kids. I'm pretty sure you will see the wonderful videos afterwards. Thank you. And also to our wonderful FEO colleagues. Thank you for the lovely space. Without your support, we will not have a wonderful night tonight. And thank you for all for the big gym class. We passed the door probably 100 times today, try to bring the pops and bring the kids. And thank you all for FEO facility operators and principals and all your staff. Thank you. And also my principal said to me in the backstage, don't thank me, please. And I'm going to say that. And we all know it is not easy to be a principal, especially a principal of dual track programs. I sometimes feel that he's doing double the job, double the principal, one regular program, one management program. So please join me in thanking Mr. Watson for all his hard work. For all his hard work and dedication to the students, our staff, and the Marion CARSON community, allowing us to be the best we could be. Thank you. And parents, I do have a last favor to ask before you leave tonight. If you're sitting in the best few rows, you will see your chairs a little bit different. They look very different than the front rows. They are dark gray color with a white cap to the foot, and they belong to Marion CARSON School. It's about 140 of them. So if you don't mind, help bring those chairs back to Marion CARSON, help us put everything away, and bring the props over back to Marion CARSON, that'd be great. Also, for the children, kindergarten students, we're sitting right now, you're over there, right? So kindergarten parents, make sure you collect your children in the gym, and grade 1 to 4 parents, you need to go back to Marion CARSON, collect your children in their individual classrooms. Thank you very much. I'm going to pass on the mic to our wonderful MCs. All right, everyone. They finished all the words before my speech. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Happy Chinese New Year. We're going to let the dragon leave first, so that they send the evil spirits away first. So dragons, you may leave first. Thank you very much.